this. Static method returns the square root of the sum of a square of its arguments. Okay, and if this distance and this distance is less than the sum of the radius, then it is intersecting. Okay, these two circles are there, and if the distance between the x coordinate is this, the distance between the y coordinate is this, and the hypotenuse is this.
Draw it in such a way that both intersect. Let's see if.
Okay, I cannot. Okay,
Yeah.
and if the sum of the radius, what was that saying? If the sum of the radius is greater than or equal to,
Less than.
uh, means the radius, the sum of the radius is greater
Right.
than the hypotenuse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That we can say that.
Okay, the distance between the x coordinate and the y coordinate, and the the difference between the x coordinate is this. The difference between the y coordinate is 0. Okay, then one case is here only when both are on the same y coordinate. We can see that if the sum of the radius is greater than the x, then it's is not intersecting. Okay, is less than it is intersecting. Yeah, one case I have like I can prove here, and if the second case is the same y coordinate, then we can prove. And it is simple. No, um, let me reframe it. How should I tell you? Like by drawing some virtual lines here.
Yeah, you can draw. Like you can just move your mouse. I will think that you are drawing a line. Or if
Okay.
you have something to draw, you can draw some tool.
No, I don't
Yeah.
have any here.
Okay, it's okay. I think in Microsoft Teams, does it, yeah, whiteboard? I don't know if you can
Uh,
just draw, it doesn't matter. Okay,
okay.
just
Suppose we have two circles here, right, with some radius. Actually, we have the same radius, but suppose we have the different radius of the two circles here.
hmm,
Uh, we can clearly see these are the same level at the y coordinates, right?
it can be like right now, it is not
Right.
on the same
We are
like
discussing the first case, basic case,
hmm,
where both the circle will be on the same y coordinate.
same x coordinate, right? Like on the same line, you mean to say same horizontal line, right?
Yeah, same horizontal line. Yes.
So that is x coordinate on same x line, right?
The center is the different on the different x coordinate, but the y coordinate is the same for the center, right?
Uh, no, y coordinate is also okay. Y
Y is
both
this
are like both are diff like y coordinate means height, vertical thing.
vertical,
So
vertical.
yeah, so let's say like right now the second circle looks below little bit, but
Yeah, yeah.
you are saying let's assume that it is
Assume that they both are on the same horizontal line. That means same
same. Yeah,
vertical.
y is same. You are right.
Yeah, and then
Hmm.
if we add the difference, what here it is doing? It is taking the difference of both the x coordinate and then squaring and then hypotenuse. That is rooting. Means taking the difference, the distance between these two centers of the x coordinate, right?
No,
So
it is not doing that. It is doing something else.
it is
Like
Square root of the
we
sum
are
of the star root of the increment. Okay.
so it is taking only 2 arguments, not 4 arguments. Right.
Yes. In our case, y0 and y1 will be same,
Mm.
right? So the difference would be 0, right?
Yeah, we can say.
And x0 and x1 would be different because one is at the left and one is at the right.
Yeah,
And if we take the difference, we will find this distance, right? This distance between the centers.
yeah,
And if we square it and then square root it, that would be the same, right? That would be the absolute difference, the positive one.
yes,
And if we can clearly see, if we sum the radius here, this radius and this radius, that would be lesser because there is some space available there, right?
mm,
So obviously, if the radius is lesser than the distance between the x coordinate, this would not be intersecting, as I can we can
mm,
see here. And same goes for the second part where both will be aligned vertically, right?
yeah, but it will not always be either vertically or horizontally aligned.
Yes,
It can
yes,
be anywhere.
yes. Suppose we have
Yeah.
like this,
Mm,
right? So when we use this thing x0
mm,
minus x1 and y0 minus y1, this would give us y0 minus y1 would give us this distance between the y coordinates of the centers of the two circles, and the
yes,
difference between the x coordinates would give us this distance, this one.
yes,
And when we calculate, that's it is the right angle triangle, right? When we
yes,
calculate the hypotenuse, this would be the this distance, right?
yes,
And then again, we came back to that same problem, the sum of the radius and the distance between those the centers.
yes, exactly. So basically, this thing math dot hypotenuse,
Yes,
and we are doing x minus x0 minus x1 and y0 minus y1.
yes.
It is calculating the distance between two coordinates
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
x1 comma y comma. Hmm.
Yeah, we have read in the maths
Yeah,
class.
distance formula,
Yeah, yeah.
somehow similar to this.
Yes, yes.
X1 minus
Ex
x2,
yeah, yeah.
y1 minus y2.
Yes.
So you told it right. Like this is the first thing is first half of the like right angle triangle. Second one
Yes.
is like one is height, one is base, and
Yes.
this hypotenuse will calculate the hypotenuse, which will be the
Yes.
actual distance between both of
Sec
the coordinates.
yes.
And if the distance is less than
Yes.
the sum of radius,
Yes.
which means it is intersecting. If
Yeah, yeah.
distance is less,
I can
if
visualize
distant,
that. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, now the time is almost over. You can try to implement it.
Yeah.
You can try to implement so that if it intersects, it will tell that it is intersecting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Currently we are giving 50. No, 50.
You can hard code.
Uh, I'm just making it prepare for the random thing if I can do that too. Uh, okay. And if circle intersect, if this intersect true, this will return true. Uh, and console result, console.result intersecting is result. This first console intersecting is true. Okay. Why is it not giving me false?
Let me
Okay.
check.
Okay. Return by the hypotenuse. This will return false. This will return false. x2 y2 x1 y1 x2 x1 y1 x2 y2 r1 is 50. This is 50. Let's debug it. Okay, what is happening? Okay. While we are removing the child, we should also empty this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the length was increasing to
Yeah.
the n number of circles you're creating.
Yeah. So we should just shift it 2 times because we have only 2 elements. Just have to move it. Intersecting is false, and if I just click it here, intersecting is true. I have 10 more minutes, right?
Yeah, you can try that random thing.
Okay, I can Google it. How to get a random number between and enter ranges. Random into max. What is this? Let's read it. Oh,
You
there's
can
no.
copy and use it.
Okay. Max and min, and we are just generating a random man.random. Const radius would be man.random, and y would be minus radius by 2, and max and min are sorry, 200. Okay, let's just see. Suppose we have 29.20.4, it will give us 23 always. Okay, so if we give it this will always give between these two numbers. Okay, 200 and 100.
50, make it 50.
Make it 50. Okay.
Yeah.
And this would be 50. Okay, so this would be our radius, which is radius is there. What is going here? Radius is there. We can store. We should also store the radius. We should also store the radius 2. And if we are doing anything, circle dot push. No. Okay. We just have to find the R1 for circle. What the variable was? Radius. Yes. And we just write it R2 and second circle dot radius, and we should provide is R1 R2. I should run it. No, I have some time left. Let's try run it first. Radius x and y, we are pushing it. We have radius, we have the number will be 0 to 1. Suppose we have 0.5. Okay, how this is working, I will make it. After that, radius by 2 is there, y is there, width and height are the radius, and we are doing a border. Yeah, it should work. So it is not drawing anything. It is not drawing, or this is the circle 2 by 2. Okay, but we have seen here like 2 by 2. Okay, let's just console this. Radius is 74. Okay, can I
Floor
start?
that also so that it does not come in points. Math.floor or math.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
this would
okay.
work. And this would work. This is 135. Why I'm not? Okay, this would be in point. So math dot floor.
No, what
This,
will be in points? Okay, if we divide by 2, right?
yes, I guess so. This would be in decimal.
Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Uh, you can floor only that part where you are dividing by 2, and then
Okay,
subtract.
okay, I got it.
Or don't do it. Don't do it. Let it will work. Don't do it.
Okay,
Otherwise, so that we will be accurate.
okay, yes.
It is not coming
This,
because of some other reason.
okay, this is not coming because of some other reason. It is coming, but it is coming.
Like a dot. Where is height
Yes,
and width? Height and width is
radius. It is radius.
okay, but height and width is, if you check in the styles, go back in the DOM.
Yeah, this is not the pixel. I'm
Yeah,
not attaching any pixel.
yes.
Okay, this is a so much fun project. Yeah, it is coming.
Yeah, now try to we try remove other console logs and let's test it extensively so
Okay.
that yeah, leave only the final console log. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
see, it came true.
it came
Logic,
true because we
logic.
have. Okay, we have floor this. That's why.
No,
No, no,
not.
we are using the radius itself, right? And why it is width is there, height is there, radius plus pixel is there. Top is there, width is there, height is 79. Should I debug it? No, I cannot. Uh, what is my radius? 79, 186. Okay, there is something. If circular length is true, I will return less. Intersecting is true. You can see. Can you see any? Uh,
I think I also exactly don't know if that is the problem, but
yes.
I think
Yes,
come below.
come
So
below.
come below. So right now we are generating the radius. Yes, I think that is the problem. We are generating one random radius,
Yes.
and we like when setting height and width, it
Yes.
should not be only radius into 2. It should be radius into 2,
Okay. Yes.
right?
But we
Because
are assigning half.
yeah,
Okay. Half
there
to
we
the.
are subtract. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we should keep radius. We should not divide by 2. Here
Okay.
we should multiply by 2. We can try that.
Okay. I don't think so, but yeah, let's try.
Check. Okay, this is true. This is false. This is false. False. False.
Okay.
False.
So,
True.
yeah, it's
It
working.
is working. So there, because of some coordinate problem, because we
Yes.
are subtracting from the coordinate x and y coordinate,
Yes.
So we should be exactly like, if we miss it, it will subtract less. Okay.
Yes.
So if we uh,
Divide it and then subtract it, then
uh,
it would be
uh,
miss some floating point number.
not floating, like half of that, it will not do the proper calculation.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like uh, that is the problem. We can test it more. Like let's uh, I noticed it in the first, like,
Okay.
starting. Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Mm.
Whether we are subtracting the coordinates, number from the coordinates,
Yeah.
that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
Right?
We are subtracting the number from the coordinate. That's
Yes.
why this problem is found. And yes, now the last thing. Let's see and test. Yeah, that is done. Let's test one more time. It is very good. Like it is very good to test it, right?
Yes. 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 Okay. We have done a small project itself here.
Yeah. Oh, what? Let's say if we put one circle inside, like
Okay.
put it exact, like don't move it. Yeah, it is not intersecting, but it is still saying intersecting.
Yes. Because it is under it.
Inside, like we are just checking the distance. We are
Yes.
always assuming that other circle will be away from outside.
Yes. 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 I got
So
it.
this case, you need to fix it. I also never thought of this case will come.
Okay.
We can draw it inside, one circle inside.
Okay.
So you can do it later, but whatever the task was given, you have already done, and time
Okay.
is also over.
Yeah.
You can
Yes.
stop sharing your screen, and
Yes.
let's come to the final discussion part. So
It was kind of interesting.
yeah, so how many points will you give yourself for this interview?
Uh, I solved the last part also. I missed some of the questions initially, so 7 would be good. 7 would be
uh,
good.
no, you deserve more points, like
Okay.
8 to 9, maybe 9 I will give you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you get 9, you will be definitely selected
Yes.
as 3 years experience, 4 years experience also. If let's
Okay.
say you had 4 years of experience,
Yes.
if I was taking interview, I will select you because your fundamentals are clear, you are able to code, your thought process is clear.
Yeah.
You are also able to use Google effectively.
Yeah. Yeah. I generally use at my
Yeah.
place if I get stuck anywhere.
Yes. So I would say this is the best interview I have taken so far.
Okay.
One
Thank you
one
so
more
much.
interview I took, that was also good. That student, like, he also had 1.5 2.5 years of experience,
Okay.
but I did not go into this depth
Okay. Okay.
for that person. But like, this is very good interview I have taken so far, one of the best,
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
you did really well. Like I like it is very good. What you have to say? Just say.
Yeah. No, no. It was really good. I keep on watching your videos. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, one or two questions were repeated. Yeah, I will honestly say that,
Yeah,
but
like
not all of
uh,
them. Like only one or two.
yeah.
And I was expecting some more questions from CSS, as I have seen your videos from the interview ones, but
Yes.
didn't get that. I have prepared
Yes.
them well.
Yeah, so that's why you were able to answer that why inline, uh, like,
Yes, yes, I guess so.
yeah,
But you always tell student to go and learn more. Why is it
yeah.
happening? So I go on the internet.
Mm,
I learn there. Yeah, I forgot the replaceable elements, but
mm,
yeah, I knew the concept from your videos only.
yeah. It it doesn't matter if you know the name, what is
Yes.
it is called. If you know the thing that it is there, something like this, two categories exist, that is more than enough. And it is very good. Like, one thing that you can improve is, it is very minor thing. This just naming variables. You can give full
Okay.
name.
Okay. Okay.
You prefer like short names.
Yes,
So
yes,
it is okay for interview because you have to be fast. You
yes,
have to do the work. Still, it is not bad name. Like so,
yes,
for example, coordinate instead of writing whole coordinate, you COOR that.
yes,
For
yes,
interview, it is good, but if you are working, just give full name. It doesn't matter. You can give 1 feet long name. That does not. That is okay if that is describing the thing.
yes.
Okay. So like
I also wanted to ask one question
yeah,
about your journey. If you have 2 or 3 minutes, can you tell
yes.
me a short journey?
Which
If
journey?
from like I have seen your videos, you started learning from yourself only. Like I
Yes.
did some learning into the company or in the college, but you started your journey from yourself, self-taught.
Yes. So I have already made one video, but it is not published yet. It will
Okay,
be going live in like 3 4 days.
okay.
So like I have watched not watched. I have made one video, but it is just a story. You have you watched that video? Like my story video, how I learned and from farmer to software engineer.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I saw.
So in that one, I did not talk about web development journey from where I learned, which courses I followed, which YouTube channels I followed, how I
Yes,
learned all the things. But that video I have recorded it. It will come, but still I have learned from all the places where you have learned, like Namaste JavaScript,
yes,
and at workplace, like while working, we learn not from some people, but through the code. While writing the code, I learned a lot, and Akshay Saini, Colt Steele,
yes.
and for CSS, Kevin Powell, and like self exploration, just explore in the dev tools how things are working, reading MDN.
Okay,
That's all.
okay, okay, okay.
Any other
One
question?
one last
Yeah.
question. What are you up to these days? Like, what are you learning these days? You are already like so much into JavaScript, but what are
Okay.
you up to these days?
What do you think? What should I be learning now?
Uh, there are lots of frameworks coming, Next.js, like those.
I already know Next.js,
Okay,
and like I'm working in Next.js. So right now I'm learning Node.js. Like
okay,
not actively, I'm not able to give too much time. Like
okay.
I already know Node.js. I can make uh, APIs. I can write Express.js. I can make REST APIs. I have made it, but I don't know backend and Node.js to such an extent as I know frontend.
Yes,
So
yes. Okay,
I will teach backend only if I know to this extent. So
okay.
that's why many people are requesting me to make a video on Node.js, and I
Yes,
am not making because if I teach it, it will be like any other course. But
yes,
I want to teach it in such a way that nobody has taught before. So I want to master it the way I know frontend. So,
okay,
but because of time constraint, I am not able to give time every day consistently. But
okay.
still, mm, I will learn this year.
Good to know.
Yeah. Okay. Any other question?
No, no, that's enough for now.
Okay. It's really nice interviewing you, Avinash.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.